Hey, it's Frank Romboscus here from NeverColdCall.com, and today I'm going to show you how to sell just as effectively as Bernie Madoff did, but how to do it ethically. So let's get started. Last month I got to facilitate my favorite type of event, a small roundtable meeting of salespeople. Now I enjoy this setting so much more than being isolated from an audience on a big seminar stage because of the personal interaction and the conversations that always take place. But inevitably, something predictable happened. I get one of the same questions I always get whenever I'm training salespeople, and that is, Frank, how can I get more referrals? I gave the same answer that I always gave. I explained that the best way to get referrals is to create a referral only alter ego. In other words, you want to create a complete image of a salesperson who only works by referral. And you even want to complement this with a set of business cards that have the words appointments by referral only printed on them beneath your name. So I gave the advice and everyone loved it, but what someone told me next really surprised me. He said, Frank, this is exactly how Bernie Madoff reeled in his victims. Now, this was news to me. I had no idea, so I went back to my office and looked it up, and sure enough, this is exactly how Madoff got people to hand over millions of dollars to a stranger. Now, on occasion, my wife and I watch American Greed on CNBC, and we're just fascinated by some of the Ponzi schemes that we see, not because of what the schemers do themselves, but because of how they're able to get people to hand over their life savings, millions of dollars, to a total stranger. Madoff did it, and Madoff used the by referral only selling method that I teach salespeople. But why is it so powerful? The answer is quite simple. It's because people want whatever they cannot have. People crave exclusivity. Taking it a step further, they want what they think they cannot have. Now, here's a good example. Nobody wants anything that is readily available that anyone can get. That's why things that are free are generally not appreciated. I know from personal experience that I can send out a free PDF ebook or a free MP3 to my email list, and I'll receive almost no feedback on it, and in fact I can track how many people even open the files, and the number is very few. People don't bother with them because they're free. Anything free does not carry value. But if I take one of those same products, the same PDF ebook or MP3, and I put a price tag on it, even a low price tag like $20, suddenly the people who download it dive in and they actually start reading and listening to the materials and start using them. That's because by paying for something, it carries more value, and the perception is that the information will be better. Now, using the by referral only selling method does the same thing. It creates the perception that you are in extremely high demand and that people will start clamoring to get an appointment with you. By contrast, cold calling is the free version of sales prospecting. Cold calling has the lowest percentage of sales success for many reasons, but one of the biggest is that when you make cold calls, you're showing that you are in zero demand by other prospects. If you're cold calling people at random, you have no exclusivity. Anyone can get an appointment with you, and what's worse, you will take an appointment with anyone you can get. That's only where the negative perceptions begin. Now, I know when I get a cold call from a salesperson, and many of my peers tell me the same thing, other business owners, some of the things that go through their heads are, why doesn't this sales rep have any referrals? What kind of terribly bad, horrible service is he or she giving to his customers that he actually has to go out and cold call to scrape up new business? Another thought is, what's wrong with the company that this person works for? Are they really so broke that they can't afford to run a decent marketing campaign and instead they have to force their reps to cold call? And we wonder if they'll even be in business long enough to stand behind their products and service their customers. We wonder what's wrong with this company. That's just the beginning. Always remember that people want exclusivity. Create the perception that someone cannot have something, and guess what? They will fight tooth and nail to get it. You need to avoid sales activities like cold calling that lower your perceived value, and instead stick with strategies like my buy referral method that create an aura of high value around you. Start doing that and watch how quickly your success rate increases. Thanks for watching this brief presentation. If you've enjoyed the material, please visit my website, NeverColdCall.com, where you can download a free PDF sneak peek of my complete Never Cold Call Again system.